Got this thing all set up. Gonna finish setting it up. I just tied all my threads. So I'm just gonna pull them all through. So if you open up your tension, if you lift your foot, it opens up your tensions. Just pull them all nice and slowly so you don't tap them a little bit. Definitely pulling your threads is part of being a good sewer. Saves you a lot of time. I left the number 10 needles in there, so I don't usually pass the knot through the needle. One, you can probably get one pass through there, but if you try to do the knot, you can take a chance in bending the needle. You don't want to do that, because then you'll get into a troubleshooting issue. Is your needle bent? Is it good? So you just have to struggle through each one to get it through there. It's a little tedious, but it can be done. It's needle number 2, and then needle number 3. Use your little nipper. I'm using a good Saba thread from Arman. If you get your bent tweezers, anytime you're going to start, always try to get a more heavier material for starters. And then you work yourself to the harder stuff, the Lycra. This is the first time it's sewn out of the box, set up on the table, and you see, I didn't have to do anything to it. It's sewing beautiful. I did put oil on it. That's with 3 needles, so you can take either one of those needles out and leave it to do the real thin. It's like almost like a 1/4 of an inch, a little less. And then you have the 3rd needle in there right now. You can take the middle one out, the right one, or the left one, and that's that. We don't have the top cover stitch working. So all you got to do is just get it out of this little knot that I made here, put it around, get it looped in there, clip your stuff, and let's see if it works. There it goes. Top and bottom cover stitch. See that? That's the top, and that's the bottom. This is out of the box. I didn't have to do anything to it. So now we're going to get some binding. This is 1/8 in, and we're going to see what that's going to do. I got some binding, putting it in, just feed it through. Pull it out. Always good to get your binding in there first. Run it. Always push it in there so it doesn't get out of track. And that's what your binding is going to look like. That's using the top and bottom stitch. You can definitely, for bathing suits, you might want to go a little bit thinner than that. So this is 1 1/8, finish 3/8. I would recommend 1 inch quarter for bathing suits. And again, if you want to just to do the needles and not show the cover stitch, the threading on the top, knitting, I forget what they call it. Now again, I can take one of the needles out. Well, here I broke a thread when I was putting it in, but you see here, that's good because it gave me the 2 stitches. So we probably lost the inner needle. So that's good because that's what you'd want to do, take out the inner needle so you would have that closer to here. So this is just the Lycra. I just did that to let you know that it's not easy. When you're sewing Lycra, it's totally different. When you get this here like that, you gotta cut it. So this is gonna happen when you're sewing this Lycra. If you don't got your tensions right, that's why I always like to sew with something easy at first, because if not, you're gonna run into this. Needles up. And you just gotta thread what you undid. That's just like a bathing suit. You're gonna kind of double it up, Lycra to Lycra. Push it in with your tweezers. Don't have that much left, and that's your stitch. Mess that up. Now I'm going to start to convert it to a regular top flat cover stitch. See, I'm gonna put it on here. This is what I removed. That's what it looks like. And this is what I'm gonna install. So I'm just gonna install the feet first. All right, I converted it. I didn't do a video because it'd be too long. How to do it? You gotta remove the two presser feet. And then the plate, then remove the feet, and then just install the new plate. It's not this one, which has the for the binding that the foot is over more, and converted the top that is flat. So just ready to sew and see how it does. If you own this machine, you know, you got to go back and forth, so you better practice how to do it back and forth, so when you're doing your work, see, perfectly. Skipped a little bit, probably just a little bit of the threads are too tight. Yep. And then you can change the length of the stitch right here. That's probably what I had it is too low. So you can push in and then just pull your hand wheel back to get the stitch that you want. Yikes. Just gonna do a couple of final tests before I deliver. Just regular stuff. So is that good? And then I got a little bit of lycra stretch fabric. Which is sewing good.